break out
I'm
his
going to cheer you up with a couple poems about suicide.
Oh, good.
So this one is called Cousin. If you want to have the last word with your father, place your suicide where he is sure to find you. As a silent, erratic pendulum, how will you enjoy this final satisfaction? Was your anger so deep? Then why couldn't you just speak your mind? Yes, deeds speak louder than words, but was loudness an issue here? A week before you stepped off to a new silence and that fresh start, we were mountain climbing in New Hampshire, sharing a bed. Did you know then? Were you counting the days until? Was it anything like what you expected, even a little bit? Are you now rested enough to want to return? 50 years pass. Now a less substantial memory. Still no answers. You're a glum group, I'll tell you that.
We love glum.
One more suicide poem. Take a stand. Reject doing a little every day. I love me less. To stop the pain, gasoline defeat waits patiently for the square peg to stop pounding the round hole. I curse the God who made me what I am. The chapel echoes, so sorries. If only love healed. If, as your faith proclaims, my soul is with God, for whom do you mourn? If I could have saved a soldier on Iwo Jima, or a couple of soldiers on D-Day whose innocence ended in death, if I could have rescued a child from the Hiroshima terror, or one from Mekong napalm, if I could have taken the pills from Marilyn or snatched the car keys from James Dean, if I could have changed Bull Connor's batons to toilet paper, pulled the teeth from his dogs, if I could have made Hitler sane and Stalin less paranoid, if I could have made my father more secure and plugged my mother's bleeding heart, if I had been more diligent, if only. So, I'm going to do some family poems here, sort of. Eve was my mother. Eve says there is a difference between aging and growing old. The latter so much easier to accept. My two aunts in the same nursing home, not always coherent, always wanting to be someplace else. So small, so frail, too barely able to fill even half of a twin bed. Leaves of experience fall away, drift on an uncertain wind. It's about my mother. Last hours. I leaned over to kiss you goodnight, and you mouthed the word water. So I asked the doctor, who said no, he was going to run a test. I should have grabbed him by the collar, shaken him, thrown him to the ground, stomped on his bedside manner. A test. Fucking stupid doctor. A test for what? To see how near you were to the end? Fucking stupid doctor with number 80 sandpaper sensitivity. Go back to emptying bedpans. I acquiesced. Let's see. I have two poems about my grandchildren. Eli, 7/15/14. 6 years old and fearless, not yet faced by dare and double dare. He only knows how at the swim club to try his untutored dives that so impressed the dive coach. She immediately put him on the team, the youngest by 4 years. So the afternoon spent jumping for hours into the condo pool after nursery school reaped an unexpected dividend. Nursery school. We started a pattern of greeting. When he first saw me coming to pick him up, he ran and jumped into my arms. At 2 years old, he was a light package. Now his arms squeeze my neck like a two-armed octopus. Hugs I cherish. How much longer will I be able to lift him? How much longer will he be free with his appreciative greeting? His influence has extended to the twins, who also come at me with arms extended, both eager to be scooped up as I bend in precarious balance. Mila, a birth wish of possibility. The daughters grown, now grandchildren, the youngest just 2, sweetest personality I have ever known. Calls me Papa Rodger, sense of humor as big as her teasing eyes. She knows how to play the game, repeats a new word or phrase with understanding, demands my presence on every FaceTime phone call, then retreats flirtatiously to a corner, smiling all the while. Her forever now is play, the pleasures of learning, of absorbing. The question for me, how long before the world scratches away her innocence? A couple poems about my father. Idle. I dream my father hectors and intimidates witnesses. I dream his methods are not ethical, for he is desperate to win every case. I dream he knows his weakness, but cannot change his style. I dream his need for respectability is a disease without a cure. I dream his fragile successes lead to his undoing. I dream his unspoiled generosity is less than it seems. I dream he loves me, but does not know how to love. And that's really a lie, but anyway. So this poem is called Was Sisyphus. And I call it an interactive poem because in print there's a little paragraph at the bottom which you can respond to at your convenience. I don't want you all jumping up and down and yelling. There's no correct answer here, okay? Was Sisyphus his good fairy? My father, an energetic entrepreneur before the word became a cliche. After World War II, he opened a trade school for GIs. Was part of a small group that manufactured TV tubes. The comforts of success always denied as he found new ways to poison relationships. He jumped at every opportunity, worked hard. Still, his dream of an ill-defined respectability remained unreachable. But 2 shots of B&B and he was a pixelated 6-year-old, enjoying giggling innocence. A pivotal event I can only guess at. In his Eagle Scout uniform, riding shotgun as a decoy for his bootlegger father on delivery day. Achievement devalued, self-esteem washed away in the pathology of bathtub gin. Now, 2 decades after his death, I am more interested in his life, his small successes and large failures. But there is no one I can turn to for information. Is there someone in your past, perhaps deceased, that you would like to know more about? I'm going to read you a fun oldie. It's called Celebrex, Possible Side Effects. The stomach pain, constipation, jock itch, diarrhea, gas, heartburn, increased qualms, decreased serendipity, heart attack, stroke, aimless flailing, excessive toe jam, high blood pressure, heart failure, from body swelling, fluid retention, nausea, vomiting, excessive drooling, kidney problems inducing failure, decrease in flatulence, bleeding and ulcers in the stomach and intestine, solipsism, anemia, life-threatening skin reactions, life-threatening allergic reactions, postprandial giggling, liver problems, including liver failure, dizziness, vomiting of blood, undue interest in carbonation, sticky tar-like bowel movements, asthma attacks in people who have high asthma, moving and not leaving a forwarding address.